Hi guys. Okay, so it's now Wednesday afternoon. I've already gone out and taught a class, and then I went and did a little shopping run over at the Target. It's that time of the year where I'm having to restock on loads of things, so spent loads of money. Um, I forgot to bring you guys along with me, so now I've decided to kind of make this a little impromptu Target haul. Seeing as you guys weren't with me in the store, I'll show you what I've purchased. Starting with some bleach. What I love about this, apart from the fact that it's not toxic and harmful to the environment, is that it doesn't ruin your clothes. So when you're needing something to be pretty much on par with bleach in terms of cleaning solvents and removing stains from clothes, that this will do it for you without then destroying your clothes and leaving that horrible sort of like rusty color. I also picked up another one of these. This is the hubby's favorite scent, so this is what we're going with going forward. I always like to have one backup. So these are actually the backups because I have a freshly opened one of these and a freshly opened one of these that I'm currently utilizing, but because I don't ever like to be caught out of something when I need it, my whole thing is always have a spare. Shout out to Prince Harry. Just kidding. One of these, also spare. One of these guys, spare. And actually, this is not truly a spare. I have these in all of the restrooms in the home, plus one over here by the kitchen sink. So I've got them all over the house, but one restroom in particular has a lavender one of these, and I just wanted to create more cohesiveness. So I'm switching that one out when it's finished to this lemon verbena, so that I can use the same refills for all of them. And matter of fact, I bought the refills. I have two of these so that when this is low, this can make it high again. Ha, trying to do a little spin there on Michelle Obama's, when they go low, we go high. I'm not a fan of hers, just so you know. And then, like I said, everything is like running on low. It's that time of the year. So I had to get another one of these because I had the clementine and I actually prefer the lime and sea salt, mostly because of the color. Green gives me serenity. It's also the color of the heart chakra, and it's my favorite color. It's the color is the money. You can tell it's on my mind. It's the color of money, and it's the color of my eyes. So this will be the refill once that is low. I had to get some more sponges, counter sponges, so have these. Got two more cleaning solutions for the restrooms. And I have to say, I spent a bundle way more than I was planning to, by almost $100 to be honest. But thankfully, getting all of this home stuff today gave me a $15 gift card back. That's the special that Target has currently. Something is better than anything. So when you even it all out, given that we're experiencing 30-40% inflation, probably doesn't even out. Actually, I was gonna say they're probably just giving me back what I would have saved if I had bought these items 2 years ago. It's not quite an even exchange getting that $15 gift card back, but anything helps, right? So very grateful for that. This was pretty much what they had as far as latex-free gloves. I use these for dish washing because I don't use the dishwasher. Shout out if you are a person like me that doesn't find it overly effective or efficient to use a dishwasher. No dig to you if you do. Maybe I just don't have enough cutlery or glasses. Probably that's it. Enough pots and pans that it makes sense. It's just quicker for me to just quickly use something and then wash it and then put it in the dish on the dish rack so it dries, and then I can just reuse it again straight away without having to wait for a full wash cycle that could take an hour or even up to an hour and a half. That's just me though. I also think that because I'm a minimalist and I really just like have 4 of everything, so like 4 forks, 4 knives, do you know what I mean? Like I don't have excess stuff. I'm not one of those people that if you open my drawers, I just like have 25 spoons or 25, butter knives or things like that. So again, because I only have more or less for everything that we need, I just wash everything by hand. Unless I've made, unless I'm like making batches of something and I'm like super fatigued, then I might just throw in a bunch of bulky stuff into the dishwasher. But even then, it's not all that helpful, because unless it's like parts from the juicer and the Vitamix, like pots and pans, they still require me to scrub. So, you know what I mean? So, but let me know in the comments if you get me or if you don't, and if you do something similar or you don't. I'm just curious. And also because I think growing up in an African household, we were just always made to wash our own dishes. Anyways, so this is what I have, but I don't love these. So if you guys can recommend something else, let me know. I used to use this other brand called, I think they're called If You Care. And they're supposed to be like enviro-friendly and all the rest of that. I'm not sure if they were latex free or not. And they came in like the brown cardboard like packaging, so not even plastic. And they were way more expensive, but I don't even see them here. So I can't even support them. I used to get them from the Park Slope Co-op when I was still living in New York. And these ones I don't love because they're just really plasticky and just like, well, you're probably saying, well, aren't they all plastic? Yes. All of these are latex free. I don't know. And they have the lining, like it's almost like a cotton lining on the inside, which I find so annoying because I don't need that lining. Like, I don't need a cotton lining, and I've not experienced that before. So I don't know, guys. If you know of anything better and that will help the environment, let me know, please. Purchased 3 more of these. I'm not in love with this brand, just so you all know. I'm still very much in between. Ideally, I would find Ideally, I'll just make my own toothpaste. How about that? Because I haven't really found anything on the market that is supporting sort of my beliefs in health and the goals that I'm seeking, as well as like a reputable, company that's socially responsible. These guys have 1 or 2 things in here that I don't love. However, it is fluoride free and it is better than nothing. But truth be told, I actually have some myrrh right over here that I ordered from Dr. Sebi Cell Foods. And I just need to make my own toothpaste with that, because I know if I combine some essential oil, maybe some clove, maybe some baking soda and some coconut oil, bada bing, bada boom. Don't I have a toothpaste more or less? So why did I buy this? I guess out of convenience and habit. But maybe this might be my last time buying toothpaste. I can't say that definitively because I also travel. But I'm going to try other things, and if I have success, I will let you know. Let me get that myrrh for you, yeah? Hang on a second. For those of you that are interested, I don't have it here. I lied. All right, well, it looks like a package like this. This is also from Dr. Sebi Cell Foods, but this is not the myrrh. The myrrh is upstairs. This is the eye wash, which I make for us. So also highly recommend that, but that's not from Target. Then I picked up some more toothbrushes because, again, I always like to have spares. I'm about to switch out everyone's toothbrush. What I do personally, because you're supposed to keep a toothbrush for about 90 days, right? So that's 1 season, is I pretty much on the equinox or the solstice will switch out. So we're coming towards a spring equinox. Happy dance. So everyone in the house is going to get a refresher toothpaste. Everyone in the home is getting a new toothbrush, is what I mean to say. So tossing everyone's old toothbrush out that we would have started to use around the end of December and replace them. And I like this Pulsar one because I like the vibration. I feel like it helps to get in there, but let's not forget tooth health really begins, oral health begins with nutrition. So that's first and foremost. So really all this stuff is secondary to what you're putting into your body, generally speaking, and your stress levels and your hormones and all the rest of that. I go for the soft because, again, just be kind to your teeth, right? And then what else do I have? This, full disclosure, this to me is so American. It's so American. And I happen to be head over heels and in love and married to an American. So I buy this for him. Him and my bonus son use these products. I don't use things that I believe are not necessary. So that's why I don't buy things like laundry softeners or conditioners, whatever that is, or you know how they've got like the laundry, what are those little dots now, whatever that is. That's, to me, that's capitalism, and I'm a trained economist, so I feel like I kind of know what I'm talking about. They're not actually providing anything. I buy quality clothes, right? And I spend a good amount of money on my clothes, so much so that I don't have to replace things like jeans and all the rest of that for literally 3 or 4 years at a time, because I just buy quality right from jump, right? I buy the higher end stuff, not because I'm a fashionista. In fact, I'm far from. I actually wouldn't mind being more of a fashionista, but it's just not in my wheelhouse. Just for practicality purposes, and because I don't believe in replacing things, you know, 2 or 3 times. And when you buy cheap, you end up having to replace things. And so you really end up buying things 3 or 4 times. So in the end, you don't really save. That is to say, that is why I only shop once every 2 or 3 or 4 years. And when I do, I go, you know, I do a pretty decent shopping spree at one of the, you know, one of the higher quality, one of the higher end department stores, i.e. Bloomingdale's, right? I just get on with it. I crack on. I just get things that I need, jeans, good quality tops, whatever, good bras, and just go. And then you won't see me again for a few years. So because I'm a person that is very practical and logistical that way, which is the opposite of how I am with coffee shops and how I like to treat myself every day to a latte. But anyways, you already know this about me. Lisa loves a latte. The excess stuff like Q-tips, like this stuff, like all the other stuff I just mentioned about, like that you could throw into your laundry, into your washing machine, it's just extra stuff that is probably toxic. Well, no, definitely toxic, unless you're getting stuff that's like, you know, all natural and made with essential oil, which you're probably not, because there's those little, what are those little bubbly things? Those confetti-like things, you know, the little balls, Unstoppables or whatever, and the softeners and all the rest. Do they even make eco-friendly versions of those, all natural green versions of those? I don't even know if they do, but they're completely and utterly useless. All you need is a good detergent, a good washing machine, so make sure you invest in that. I personally like the front load ones, that's just me personally, and some non-toxic hydrogen peroxide, which you could also make at home. You don't have to buy this, for instance, but you know what I mean? And your clothes are clean, period. I mean, what are we doing? We're not out here doing hard labor. And even if we were, some people are, but a lot of people aren't. Even if you still wouldn't need all that excess stuff. Like, just stop and think about what you actually need, right? Case in point, I can make toothpaste. So I'm even speaking to myself. I can be making toothpaste. I have everything I need. I have myrrh. All right, I don't have the clove essential oil, but I could order that and be here in a day or two. I have coconut oil. I could even do it without the essential oil, but I know that clove is really great for oral health, you know, and then that's it. You've got your toothpaste. Turmeric. I could even throw in some turmeric, which I have. Organic, of course. Boom, there's your toothpaste. So it's like all this other stuff is so excess. So Q-tips, things like this, guys, I don't co-sign it, but you know, everyone's entitled and allowed to do what they want. So I'm saying I don't buy this stuff for me. I don't use it. Therefore, I'm not advocating it or pushing it. I'm really not. But you know, people, especially in America, are used to having a billion things that they don't need, like literally. Q-tips are horrible for you. Do you know I stopped using Q-tips around 2015 because I had a situation where the wax buildup in my ear had actually plugged my ear to the point where I couldn't hear. It was really frightening. And I had to go doctor, and they had to flush out my ear canals, right? And, you know, the wax came out. This is about to be TMI rather. But they look like little russet potatoes, literally, you know, coming out, and I could see all the wax. And I'm like, well, how do I prevent that from happening? And they're like, well, there's not really much you can do, which is not true. If you manage stress and eat a clean diet, you're less likely to experience that. But also not using Q-tips because the Q-tips actually push the wax further into the canal. You can, whilst you're in the shower, use your finger and just clean the exterior. You don't want to be poking into the canal anyway. It's very dangerous. Just put a little bit of soft, mild, all natural soap and get in there. Just clean out just the outer ear canal. Don't go in, but all of this stuff here where the curves and crevices are, clean that stuff out. Yeah. You know, and then of course, observe your nutrition and make sure you get to bed on time and manage your stress well. And then you'll see that that won't happen again. So, oh, and then lastly, also, if you're concerned about that, or if you've experienced that, the manifestation of wax to the point where it actually prevents you from hearing, it actually clogs up your ear, those horrible headphones, which, dang, I'm actually using them right now. Yeah. You guys saw me just this morning with the Apple headphones. Yeah. And the reason why I reverted back to those, to be honest with you, is not because I don't have a great Bose headphones right there that I paid almost $500 for. Right there. But honestly, I'm not doing Bluetooth anymore. So I guess I just need to get the Bose with the, not the Bluetooth, but the cord, which these ones have both. It's Bluetooth and cord. I kind of just gifted them to my hubby, to be honest. Yeah, so that's why I don't use them anymore. And I've advised him to also not use the Bluetooth and just to connect with the auxiliary cord, or whatever you call the cord. And I need to stop using those headphones and invest in another set that doesn't push things into the ear canal. You know, that's what the great thing is about. That's what's great about these Bose, is that they don't push anything into the ear, right? Because they're nice and, you know what I mean? They just sit on the outside. Rather than pushing stuff in, they sit on the outside. So I do recommend them. And of course, the noise canceling, and this is not a product that I'm endorsing in that, like, I'm not being sponsored by them, but Bose, feel free to send me your latest and greatest. I'm just saying, for practicality and for health purposes, the way that they surround the ear and not push anything into the ear, and then the advantage of, you know, being able to cancel out noise. Granted, you'd have to use the Bluetooth for that, so careful there. And the sound quality is amazing. So if you're wondering why I'm not doing Bluetooth anymore, it's because we're already conduits of electricity, because they spray aluminum and other toxic metals such as mercury into the air. They put it into our water. They put it into the inoculations, 100% facts only, every single, regardless of when you had yours, whether it was 20 years ago, whether it was yesterday, all of them have the same base, and that's aluminum, mercury, and fetal aborted tissue, okay? So facts only. So because of that, and you know, if you might, perhaps you have mercury fillings, perhaps you have fluoride in your water, you're being inundated with heavy toxic metals that are coming into your body. And by the way, the amount of heavy toxic chemicals that's safe for the body to have is exactly 0. Okay, but I digress. So now you have metal running through you. You're a conduit for electricity, and you're buzzing. Zzz. You've got the 5G, the Wi-Fi router at home, and then on top of that, you add the Bluetooth, and it's team too much. So as a holistic lifestyle coach, my advice to you is, if you care about yourself and your health and your well-being, also if you have children that are on the spectrum, that's one of the best things that you can do, is to reduce their exposure to heavy radiation and all of this EMF, and of course keep them off Bluetooth at all costs. If you're interested in knowing more about how to help kids with autism, reach out to me, or being on the spectrum period, reach out to me. It's a cause that's near and dear to my heart, and I can put you onto some resources and I can forward you some great information about how autism came to be, how it can actually be reversed. Yes, that was a mic drop moment. Autism can be reversed because it is man-made, not nature-made. And I can, point you in the right direction if that's something that you are seeking. All right, so that was my holistic tangent. I wouldn't be the AlkaliYogi if I didn't drop these little nuggets, right, for you all. Isn't that why you tune in at the end of the day? Surely it's not just to see my life, because it's not exactly, you know, glitz and glam, all the rest of that, is it? But it's a good life, and I'm grateful. Picked up some sanitary napkins. I love to support this brand not only because their top layer is 100% organic, and it turns out that most of them really just have a top layer that's 100% organic, and I'll take that. But she is also a melanated woman. She is a woman born with a vagina and created these products for other women, so I appreciate her. In fact, I think that was her slogan, wasn't it? Like, made by humans with vaginas for humans with vaginas, because it takes one to know one. So, and I like her panty liners as well. And then last but not least, just some tissue. So that's it. And all of this, fam, it's not even all that much, is it? All of this, $100 and about $60 I spent. Look at that. Isn't that something? It's scary to live in America. It's scary. It's so expensive. So expensive. Oops, there goes my phone. All right, so that's it. My impromptu Target haul. Forgive me for not bringing you along, but at least now you know what the AlkaliYogi buys, and maybe this will help you to think about the things that you buy and make some changes. And if you have recommendations for me, by all means, share them, because I'm not perfect. I'm constantly growing, right? So I want to know. I definitely want to do something other than this, but just holler at your girl, yeah? Bye. Good morning. I don't know that I should even have this camera on right now, because I washed my face and I brushed my teeth and I even did my oil pulling, but I don't have anything on my face. Like, I have no moisturizer, nothing. But I'm outside for a walk despite that, and it's 9:30 on a Sunday. And you know, I don't really aim to vlog on the weekends, but I just wanted to chat. It's a beautiful Sunday morning, and I've come to help again regulate my circadian rhythm, my sleep-wake cycle. It is the second night where I have not slept well. I did not sleep well the night before, so I woke up Saturday exhausted. Then fortunately, I did not sleep well again today. Woke up this morning exhausted. So best thing to do in those scenarios is to get out early in the morning so that you can help to regulate your hormones by reconnecting to when the sun is up high, so your body knows to release cortisol at the appropriate times. And then if I'm able to watch and observe the sunset tonight, although I have a workshop because it is Sunday, then again that will help to release, cue the melatonin, if you will, for release. So healthy tip for today: if you're a person that's had a poor night's sleep, or in general you are suffering from restless nights, get yourself out as soon as you can in the morning. Granted, I've been up now for over 2 hours, but I was in the kitchen again doing prep work and finishing up some things so that I have a good amount of food going forward this week, prepping myself so that it relieves me from having to cook as much during the week, and I'm making less compromises, or rather not making less compromises, but reducing the chances that there will need to be compromises made because I've prepped. And that means that I get to study more and read more during the week, so that I get to have more fun on the weekends, more playtime. See where I'm going with this? But yeah, so it's roughly 9:30 right now. I'm out for a short walk. Like I said, I have been up for over 2 hours, but really wanted to finish what I needed to finish in the kitchen. I like to do prep, on Sundays, at least the first part of the day, and then use the afternoon as a time to rest and just enjoy family time. So the other thing I'm going to do this morning to help regulate my sleep again is I'm going to take a yoga class at 10 o'clock. So it's a short walk. And by the way, don't think that in order to get activity and make it quote unquote count for something, you don't need to, be killing yourself, doing circuit training, and all the rest of that. Certainly not daily. If you are tired, if you've had a poor night's sleep, your body's already under distress. The best thing you can do is take a yoga class, or maybe do a little qigong, practice perhaps some tai chi, or take a yin class, which is what I'm going to do. I'm fortunate enough that it is the first Sunday of the month, so it means I get to take a live class with the incomparable one and only Randy Aaron of Modo Yoga NYC, which is my home studio in New York. Miss that studio, I'm not going to lie. Miss that community. Really, really do. I miss the teachers. Just extraordinary teachers, who are always just like learning, expanding, challenging themselves. It's really, really like, listen, if you've been practicing for some time now, then you know that there's great disparity between teachers. At Modo, I'm not saying that there isn't disparity there too, but it's just like they're all amazing. They're really, really great. Good morning. So, yeah. What can I tell you? And Randy happens to be one of my favorite ones. Valerie Verdière, who is also the director of teaching for Modo Yoga NYC. So many great, phenomenal teachers. So anyways, I'm going to do that in a half hour's time. So going to be a short walk, and 30 minutes is adequate, just so you know. If you're tired, you've not had a lot of sleep, and you still need to get some movement in, because we should all be getting some movement in every single day. If that means just 30 minutes on foot, that's okay. That's sufficient. And on the days when you've slept well and you have more energy to give, then you do something a little bit more high intensity. Everything counts. There's always a deposit into your savings account for health and wellness, for overall well-being. So there's no waste. There's no waste. Just a reminder, a 30-minute walk is sufficient. If that's all you've got the energy or the time for, you're doing great. You're doing absolutely great. So that's what I'm going to do, is enjoy this short walk. I'm about to jump off this vlog with you all. Then I'm going to take this amazing class with Randy. And then I'm really going to rest. I'm really going to Netflix or HBO, but I'm truly going to rest. And then at around 3:30, I'm going to make my way into town, because like I said, it's Sunday and I have my 6-week holistic, the foundational principles to holistic health workshop that I'm currently doing, as taught by the Czech Institute, because as you all know, I'm a licensed and certified holistic practitioner with the Czech Institute. So I run these courses in the DMV area every couple of months, and they take 6 weeks. This is week 3. We're on nutrition today, so this will be a really fun lecture and class, and I always pair it with a yoga class. So if you're wondering how you can get in on one of these, check out my website, AlkaliYogi.com, or find me on Insta, although I don't really advertise my workshops on Insta. I guess I should do, huh? Yeah, I should do. All right, noted. noted for the next one. In any case, we have a really good turnout for this one, so I'm really happy. And this is my second time putting on one of these workshop series, and I have to say I'm really happy the way it's coming along this time. I feel like I've learned a lot from the first time, the first go around. It's a lot more comprehensive. The yoga sequences that I pair the lectures with also very comprehensive. The workshops that I run are 90 minutes, and I split it up so that it's a 45-minute practice and then a 45-minute lecture. But really in that 45-minute lecture, I try to do about 35 minutes of speaking and then leave some time for Q&A. It's a really great investment because truthfully, guys, 85% at least of the things that people suffer from or are challenged with could literally be reversed by just improving and fine-tuning the 6 foundational principles, which are nutrition, which are hydration, movement, breath, mind state or thinking, and sleep. So it's a small investment to make. And if you are in the local area, I highly recommend you come the next time I do one. And perhaps if there's enough interest, I might even start doing them online to sort of reach a broader demographic. So yeah, like I said, once I finished that yoga class, because I was able to spend a couple of hours in the kitchen this morning, I can actually, Netflix and chill, maybe watch a little Naija, a little Nollywood, or start a new series. I was kind of thinking of doing the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. I've not seen any of them before, but I'm kind of interested in this one because it has Portia and like Candace and Giselle. Let me know if you watched it, what you think of it. I might do, because it's Sunday and I like to keep it light and a little bit frivolous. Yeah. So I might do that right up until I leave. All right, well, I hope you guys have a great Sunday. Whatever you're getting into, make sure that you find balance. Time for yourself, time to reflect, time to rest, time to be with the ones that you love, time to nourish, not just physically in terms of what you're eating, but also just self-care, maybe a hot bath, or give yourself a massage, or treat yourself to a yin yoga class. That's what I'm doing. That's how I'm going to nourish myself. That, and I also have loads of delicious, yummy food that I pre-prepped so I can just take out whenever I need be and enjoy. I'm off. Bye, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Ting. It's like pretty late in the morning now. It's like 9:48, and I've already been up for over 3 hours cooking up a storm. Full disclosure, first of all, TGIF to you. Yesterday I did not vlog, in part because I had other things on my mind, and I was also just wanting to rest a little bit. I hadn't had the restful sleep that I needed the night before. I ended up, after teaching yesterday, hitting up both Trader Joe's and Whole Foods, so she's replenished loads of fruits and veggies, and I'm doing some prep work as well as some cooking. So since I didn't bring you along for the haul at Trader Joe's and Whole Foods, I thought I would just have you join me as I do some food prep. If you're wondering what I'm prepping, well, I'm making, in the Tupperware over there, I'm chopping up veggies so that I can just add them to salads for the next few days, because in this home we eat salads daily. They're very much a base and a staple here. And also preparing to do some prep work for when mom arrives, which is still, just shy of 2 weeks away. But a lot of the stuff I can actually cook and freeze. So for instance, I'm making a green Thai curry. I'm gonna freeze that. I'm making my famous, well, soon to be famous. All right, it's not gonna probably ever be famous, but it's delicious. Cashew cream sauce. I'm gonna pre-make that, put that in the freezer. Also going to make some hamli, which is in Eritrean and Ethiopian cooking. That's our grains. Going to make that as well today and then freeze that so that when she's here, I spend more time with her, showing her the sights and less time preparing food. That's kind of always been my roundabout way of doing things. Not roundabout, I suppose. That's how I approach things. Is like I prefer to get as much of the cooked food out of the way with. And then as far as the raw food goes, I prefer to have as much of it chopped and prepped, as you can see right there, as I can, so that it frees up my time to enjoy my guests, my family, and even just my own downtime, my me time. Enjoy my own company. So I'll invite you along to watch as I continue to chop. As you can see, I already have a head start, but there's no too late, right? There's just come on over, enjoy. Some of the things that I picked up yesterday, some carrots, some organic carrots, some organic apples, avocado, which are nowhere near being ripe, which is unfortunate because I'm really keen on a pineapple. Excuse me, I'm really keen on having avocado every day. Some lemons, apples, oranges, because we are no longer buying the fresh greens orange juice from Whole Foods. They had the audacity, to increase the price to $18. Do you know that in the 1 year that I have been here, I've observed the organic orange juice at Whole Foods go from $11 and then due to inflation to $16 and now $18. So I had to say, bye, bye, bye. We've got some peppers, loads of organic onions and shallots. I have loads more in the refrigerator. Some potatoes, tomatoes, some peppers. Here we've got, I know you can't see, but hang on. I'm gonna move some stuff around for you because this is just the top layer. You see we've got onions and peppers. Haha, told you I love colors. Don't play with me. I love colors. Colors is where the vitality is. Picked up some milk options for the hubby. Both of these were on sale. Still very expensive. However, sale always helps. What else did we get? Picked up some more vegan cheese. Oops, told you guys I got loads of onions and stuff. So I've got cashews, what do you call that? They are soaking to remove the phytic acid. Loads of onion, shallots, yada, yada, yada. More citrus and apples, some greens, more peppers. Picked up these for the boys to have next weekend. Some more vegan cheeses. Yeah, so not much else going on here. I picked up some more sour cream. This is a nice bread, by the way. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. That's how we're doing. It's all gonna come together. Okay, and to keep me entertained whilst I'm cooking, chopping, and prepping in the kitchen, I'll be reviewing this wonderful interview that we had the privilege of doing whilst in Ethiopia with the one and only Queen Desta. She was gracious enough to meet up with me and the hubby, and we got a wonderful conversation on record with her. Please go on over to her channel to support her. Please go on over to my other channel, Meet Tekeste and Jones, to watch this exclusive interview and share. Like and share. Thanks, guys. These are jalapenos, chopped, ready for salads or sugo, also known as sauce, ready to go. There, we've got the peppers, the shallots, the onions, the cashews, all 100% organic ingredients. Now we just need to blend it with some spring water and done. So this is the curry paste that I use, but I don't know, you tell me, do you have another one that's preferred? I've actually brought this from Canada. I don't even know if they sell it here in the United States, but I really like it. I get it from the superstore in Canada. Let's see, what do we have here? Fresh green chilies, lemongrass, garlic, shallot, salt, galangal, cumin, coriander. So it's pretty straightforward. I guess I could probably make something like this, but listen, she's a modern woman in modern times. You know what would be fun though is to add like lemongrass. Again, just like always just switching it up. Like fresh cut lemongrass. And when I serve it, I'm going to chop some green onions to garnish on top. And sometimes I even add cilantro. Bon appetit. Wow, 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 look at that. Greens. Delicious organic greens, cooked, beautifully seasoned, about to go in the freezer. This is about 2 cups worth. When we are ready to gather and eat, this, along with the silsi, will come out. This will be our injera. I'll accompany it with some salad, and I'll make some fresh shiro. But there you have it, fam. And I don't just employ this trick when I have family or friends coming to visit. I do this pre-prep, pre-cooking and freezing technique whenever we're about to go on a major trip, so that when we come home, we have food for at least the first 2 or 3 days, and we're not needing to get takeaway or, you know, compromise our nutrition and eat rubbish. And I also do this leading up to the holidays. So I always have my sides and all that pre-made. And as well as the lasagna, right? The really big ticket items. This, for me, works. And if you're a person like me that needs to prep so that you can enjoy more time in real time with friends and family, please borrow this tip, this hack, this trick.